If you've ever stood in the grocery aisle trying to figure out how to eat high protein without spending a fortune, this is exactly how I do a full week of carnivore meal prep for under $30. I'm going to show everything I bought, what I paid for it, how I cooked it all in one afternoon. Let's get into it. Hi, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. So today I want to walk you through my actual grocery haul, and then I'll show you exactly how I prepped it for all of it for the week. And I mean, there's nothing complicated here. There's nothing fancy. This is just real food that real people can actually afford. So here's what I picked up. 5 pounds of ground beef, and this ran me just at $30. I also grabbed eggs, and this is kind of my favorite part. So my friend has chickens, and she sells me farm fresh eggs. So I know exactly what she's feeding them and how she's taking care of them. Her and her family, they have lots of beautiful chickens. Now, then I've also got bacon, cottage cheese, and plain Greek yogurt, and shredded cheese. That is literally all I have. Meat you'll actually eat at a price you can actually afford. That's what I used as the bulk for this week. 5 pounds of ground beef for $30, and then a dozen eggs for another $5. Because the cheapest ground beef and eggs at Sam's Club still beats everything in your snack aisle. That's not an opinion, that's just food. I split my shopping between 2 stores this time, Sam's Club and Kroger. I picked up the cottage cheese, the Greek yogurt, and some of the shredded cheese at Kroger because they have a better price on those than specific, for sometimes the bulk, you can't find the brands that you want. So I can find Daisy sour cream at Sam's Club. And we use dairy as kind of an accessory to our food, to our meal plans. But I couldn't find cottage cheese. The Daisy is the brand that I like the most. I couldn't find that at Sam's Club. And so actually Dill does the grocery shopping most of the time. So he went over to Kroger and found it there. Kroger has been selling out of the Daisy cottage cheese. So the other item that we buy at Kroger is the Greek yogurt. I like the Chobani brand. Now we do spend a little bit more money on shredded cheese from Kroger. It's the Tillamook brand. I don't know if I said that right, because they don't sell those brands at Sam's Club in bulk. If they did, I'd buy them there. Let me just break it down for you. The 5 pounds of ground beef, just at $31, just under $31. The eggs from my friend, $5. I usually buy those in bulk from her also. Bacon, I already had some in the freezer, so I just pulled that out. Cottage cheese and the Greek yogurt and the shredded cheese, let's add $8 to $9. Let's just go $50, $45 to $50. That's a full week of high protein meals for the family. And honestly, you just can't beat that. So the ground beef is really the backbone of this whole week. Everything kind of builds around it. So I've always started here. I've got all 5 pounds going in all at once. And I know that looks like a lot, but trust me, once this is cooked down, it's gonna fit into your containers just fine. So I'm just gonna brown this all the way through. I keep it pretty simple. I don't do big complicated seasoning situations because I'm gonna be eating this different ways throughout the week. I want it to be kind of neutral so I can go whatever direction I feel like. And sometimes I just leave it plain, which is most of the time, actually. I probably should have salted this earlier. I can never it feels like the salt situation can go either way. Most of the time it feels like I can't get it salty enough. But it's, it's fine. While this is cooking down, this is also, if you have like a Typhur Sync Oven or something similar, it's a great time to be using that. This week, I'm going to cook this beef in the skillet, which I don't do very often, but I'm double timing, and I'm using my air fryer, my Dome 2 air fryer for my bacon. I can just set it and I kind of walk away and do other things. But today, here I am at the stove so you can see the whole process. All right. So once your beef is fully browned, with no pink, just cooked the way you like it, you're gonna portion it out into your containers. I use the glass containers. I just feel like better about storing the food in the glass, trying to be as low tox, no tox as you can when you can make those choices, but it's whatever. So look at that, you've got ground beef ready to go for the entire week right there. That right there is the foundation of everything. Now eggs, I love eggs, and I've got a dozen farm fresh eggs here from my friend, which just makes me so happy. So for these eggs, I decided I'm gonna do a simple medium soft boil, and I got a new egg cooker. Sounded good for a change. You can just grab one anytime, throw it in your bowl with your ground beef. You could eat it on its own, just whatever you feel like. It's the easiest thing. And when you've got them already cooked and ready, there's just no excuse to reach for something that you know is not going to get you closer to your goals. If you do choose to like do fried eggs or scrambled eggs, they cook very, very quickly. So really just takes the excuses out. Then bacon. Now I want to say something about bacon, okay? Bacon makes everything better. You could just use it in anything. You can use it in your eggs. You can use it in, you know, your power bowls, your meat bowls with just your ground beef. Just like it just adds a flavorful punch to anything you're cooking. So I try to cook as much bacon. It doesn't last very long in my house. It doesn't last very long. So I try to cook up a big mess of it. And if I'm gonna make a mess, it might as well just be one and done. So I'm gonna do this in the Typhur, in the air fryer, the Dome 2 air fryer, which, you know, I love it. So as many slices as I can fit in there. I'm gonna do probably 400 for 10 minutes, and it's got even a button on there that does it for you. So don't rush it, low and slow, whatever, however you want. I flip it. Sometimes I don't even flip it. Once it's done, I don't pat it dry with a paper towel or let it drain or anything. It doesn't even usually make it into the container, if I'm honest. I usually have to make it and then set it aside and tell nobody to touch it. But you can do it and have some ready to go all week. Come on, that's a good week right there. Okay, so now I know somebody's gonna ask me about the cottage cheese. Is cottage cheese carnivore? So here's my honest take. Yeah, sure. It's probably not considered strict carnivore. It's a dairy product. There are people who will tell you it doesn't belong, and you know, that's fine. If you don't eat dairy, then maybe not, but I eat dairy. I include dairy. I don't have any problems with dairy, and it works. So I use cottage cheese. I do use Greek yogurt. Most of the time I use plain Greek yogurt and add protein powder to it. I eat it and I don't stress about it. Now, if you are a strict carnivore, you can absolutely skip these accessories and just stick with the ground beef and eggs. And don't forget the bacon. That could carry you the whole week. These are just what I call my extras, accessories. They give me a little more variety and a little more flexibility. So the plain Greek yogurt, I use this. I usually make the protein bowls. I'll show you the protein powder that I use. Cottage cheese, I eat that as a side with my eggs. I eat that as, you know, with bacon on it. I eat it with ground beef. Sometimes I just eat it as a snack. You can just open the container, eat right out of the container. If you're like me, an animal, I guess. Shredded cheese shows up everywhere in my life as well. In my eggs, on top of the bowls, Taco Tuesday, meatloaf, anything like that. I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. We eat a lot of dairy in this house. So that's my honest take on the dairy products. Use what works for you. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you fall on the dairy debate. Okay, so here is everything. Look at this. We have ground beef portioned out, boiled eggs. They're ready to grab. The bacon is done. Cottage cheese, the Greek yogurt, the shredded cheese, it's in the fridge. That is a full week of high protein eating right there. So in the morning, I start with 2 cups of coffee. We add butter and protein powder to our coffee. So the coffee is Equip Prime Protein unflavored. We put a scoop of protein, a half a scoop in each cup of coffee. We blend it up, there we go. Then I'll eat an egg, a couple eggs, and some bacon. If I'm in a real hurry, I could just eat a little bit of cottage cheese, maybe a slice of bacon. So that's breakfast. I don't eat 3 full meals every day. That's breakfast. That took, 45 seconds to grab that. Lunch is usually my biggest meal, and it's the ground beef, maybe an egg. Depends on if I had it in the morning. Just depends on how I feel. A lot of times, if it's Tuesday, I'm gonna do Taco Tuesday. So I'm gonna do ground beef, shredded cheese, taco seasoning, probably a little bit of sour cream. Then in the evening, a lot of times I will have a small amount of Greek yogurt, and I will add the chocolate prime protein to that. Those are accessories, not needed. So there's no decisions. That's the thing that has kept me so consistent. And there's no standing in front of the fridge trying to figure out what to eat. We just grab the containers and we go, and it feels doable. It makes it easier to stay consistent. And that is what has helped me so much. That is my full week of high protein meal prep for under $40. Simple ingredients, real food, nothing complicated. And I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments what you spent on groceries this week. Drop your total down there and let's see if you can beat my number. I read every single comment. I will respond to you. Go ahead and subscribe if you are enjoying my content. Give it a like, thumbs up, comment. Oh, and if you have kids at home, I just started a second channel called Gigi's One Room Schoolhouse. It's all about homeschooling older kids with simple vintage style curriculum. Come check that out if it sounds like your world. Thanks. Watch this video right here if you want to have some more ideas of what I eat when I don't want to cook, which is every single time.